Photoshop has been the default tool for creators for years, but Ideogram 4.0 just dropped, and it's not just making images anymore. It's creating designs, handling text, removing backgrounds, and even the text after the image is generated. And these are some examples here to see how they create it, but we all know that these are the demo pictures. I'm here to test this out to see how good is Ideogram, and is this the Photoshop killer? First, we're going to test how realistic these images actually look. We're going to be doing a few other tests as well, but we're going to start with how realistic this looks, because even if it can do nice colors, nice shapes, if the quality and the realism isn't there, then is it even comparable to Photoshop at all? Here is a picture that they released that shows quality of Ideogram, and I'm going to try to reproduce this. I actually put in a few prompts for a woman to see how well the realism is. Here are the prompts that I put for these two images, and starting with the girl one, we'll see how these images actually turned out. We see here, even in the prompt I put ultra realistic, and we see that these images right here look like a pretty candid, almost model-esque type of woman, where she's just looking off to the side, look like it was taken on a real camera, and it looks really good. But not only that, I tried it also with this guy who's at this cafe holding a coffee cup to see how it looks. And these pictures definitely look realistic to me. So I think right now, Ideogram is doing really good as far as realism. And this could be the Photoshop killer that people are talking about, but it doesn't just stop there. We got to see how well it handles text and typography. And those are the two human examples, but I did want to try a few more. So here are a few more that I tried. One with this person who's holding this coffee cup with both hands, and I do say that coffee does look really good, as well as one with a pair of headphones, almost like a product demo. And these are all look pretty realistic. It does look like somebody took them with their phone, but it doesn't just stop there. That's only one dimension. Photoshop can make images look really good as well, but Photoshop can also add text. Let's see how well Ideogram handles text and typography. For the text part, I wanted to see how well it would handle, well, a classic flyer and also some other things. But with the flyer, it actually didn't do too bad. I created a more futuristic prompt where it says create without limits, and it did just that with the green and blue text, neon futuristic. I actually don't think these look too bad as far as the text being rendered. I will say that I probably didn't pick the best choice as far as the text and the overall look and aesthetics. I also did one with a thumbnail where I did one that says make 10K in 24 hours, where all those gurus are always pitching how to make money online. This is kind of one of their thumbnail type of styles. Without me even really creating a real prompt for it, I just said, can you create a modern YouTube thumbnail? And this is what it spat out. I don't think it's actually too bad. The text rendering as well as the spacing actually looks pretty good. Then I did another one for the perfume or fragrance called Midnight Rose, more of a high resolution product model. And the text here looks really great. Above the bottle, spaced really well. Looks like this could be in a magazine right now. And the last one is, well, this one called Built Different. But the difference about this one is that this Built Different is actually transparent. I prompted it to ask, can you make this transparent? And it really did make this transparent. That's why it does not have any background. You just see the dots. That's the transparent background that they're able to make when you actually prompt it to be transparent, which is pretty crazy. So it's 2 out of 2 for me with Ideogram. Photoshop seemed like they're in a really big trouble, but you can do more than just that. You can do other things within Photoshop. You can change the text, change different things out, and cut things out. Well, it seems like Ideogram can do that as well. Let's take that woman that I generated from earlier. As you see here, I'm actually able to, well, remove the background from the woman, and boom, you have her on a transparent background where she could be used as an asset on, let's say, a thumbnail or some type of poster or magazine that you may have, all within Ideogram right now. But it doesn't just stop there. Let's say for the typography, you have even a more upgraded level to be able to change the text. As you see here, this is a fragrance that we just generated together, the night rose, and well, I'm actually able to edit the night rose text on here to make it anything else that I may want it to be, keeping the same font, style, and color. All I had to do was click the layerize text to then have the AI scan it, and well, boom, make the text on the image editable by me, and I can actually download it, and it's just completely new image with new text, but keeping the same look and feel, which is pretty cool to me. You still have other things here like the studio, where you can do even more advanced editing, more spot editing. So it seems like Ideogram 4.0 can really beat out Photoshop, but I'm not sure if this definitively puts this as a Photoshop killer. But you know what I think does? Is this last one right here. Ideogram 4.0 is open source. So this means that you could use this on your own machine or for your own personal projects, because their code and everything about it is out and open to the public. We've already been seeing people use Comfy UI workflows to incorporating Ideogram 4.0 into their new workflow and using it however you want. This seems like this is more so a Photoshop killer and is way better for designers, especially for somebody who may not have the best design skills at all. And that is a really cool feature. If you like this video, you should go watch some more open source models like Minimax M3 or even with Quinn 3.7 plus that's just been released. If you want to keep up the latest and greatest AI news, you should definitely like and subscribe. With that being said, your boy Dex Not Dexter out.